welcome to Really Good Vlogs, and firstly I just want to say how sorry I am for basically not picking up the camera in the last few weeks and filming any vlogs. There has been a reason for that, which I'm going to get into in this vlog. But firstly, let's start off on a high note. I'm currently in by Malaga in a place called Calahonda by Mijas in Spain, and we're staying at a friend's villa. So we've had like a week in hospital the other week, so it's really needed this rest, and we've been here a day. Well, we got here yesterday morning and this is our first full day here. I've just done my bandages this morning and then we're just going to go out for a little wander around. But the villa's lovely and spacious, plenty of room. Unfortunately the weather's not that great today. There's been a bit of a storm, it's been torrential rain, but it's stopped for a bit, so we're going to try and see if we can get out for a little while and maybe go for some dinner. But yeah, it's just a really nice villa, and our friend said that we could have it for 2 weeks, so we're very thankful of that. And like I said, it's much needed because I've had one really bad 2 weeks. I went into hospital about, I think it's a week ago now, last Tuesday, for electrochemotherapy, and the treatment went okay. It happened in an operating theatre. So what happens is you get chemotherapy in a vein like how you normally would. I only got a small dose because obviously too much chemotherapy in my body is not a good thing, because it would just ruin my immune system and all sorts of bad things would happen, so I couldn't handle that. So yeah, you get the chemotherapy through your vein, and then 10 minutes after that they start basically zapping the tumours on my stomach with a like a pen with needles in it. It's like it just looks like, I suppose it looks like a soldering iron. I know that sounds a bit gruesome, and it's got 3 needles at the end, and they go around each tumour and zap the tumour with like basically electrocute the tumour, electric pulses they put through the tumour. And that is, I'm not really clued up on it, but I think what that's meant to do is stimulate the cells in the tumour, drawing the chemotherapy towards it, and hopefully destroying the cancer cells. So we don't know yet if it's worked. We're going to find out it says it takes about 6 to 7 weeks to find out if it has an effect or not. And what happens is that I've been told the tumours turn black and they fall off. I know that's a bit horrible and yucky, but yeah, that's meant to be what happens. So I've got an appointment with the surgeon in a few weeks when I get home from holiday, and we're going to see if anything's changed and it's made a difference. But it wasn't the treatment that was hard, it was actually what happened in theatre. Unfortunately, my levels dropped in theatre, my SATs went very low, my oxygen, my blood pressure, and they didn't know why. I just started going very dozy, started slurring my words, started shutting my eyes, and you know, just being a bit fuzzy and didn't look myself. And that was actually just, I was still in the operating room, but it was actually just after the electrochemotherapy. So I was still, I was still in the operating room. Luckily I was, because they had me connected to, you know, all the SATs machines, like the blood pressure, the ECG, the oxygen levels and all that, so they were able to tell that something wasn't quite right. And then I went into recovery and I started my body just started twitching, so I started getting twitches in my arm, involuntary twitches, my feet, my legs, just everywhere really. And we later found a week of being in hospital and having all these blood tests, all these fluids into me, these antibiotics, because they found out through the blood test that my calcium levels had really gone dangerously high. So they had to give me things to lower my calcium levels. And then a knock-on effect of that was my potassium. My potassium then went too low. So then they had to balance out the potassium. So it was just kind of a ripple effect. I was in myself, I was okay. I was up out of bed every day in my chair, but I just couldn't get out because I was attached to all drips. And it was only on the last day we realised it was septic shock, so it was the onset of septicemia. Luckily, as I say, we caught it in time in the operating theatre, and they started treating it right away with the antibiotics, the fluids and all the different drugs. But that's basically what I had, the septic shock. So yeah, it's been rough, and I'm not 100% yet. My doctors give me permission to come away. You know, they check my levels. I came home from St Thomas's Hospital in London about 3 days before we came away. And then the day before we came away, I went to my local hospital to have blood tests to check if my levels were okay. And luckily they were fine. So the doctors in London gave me permission to come away for some respite. They know that, you know, being in hospital isn't going to do me any good. I need to just get away from hospital, be with my family in somewhere like this where I can just relax and, yeah, just not think about things and concentrate on recovering. So yeah, I'm still not 100%, but I wanted to turn the camera on to basically update you all on what's been happening. And basically this is terminal cancer for you. This is what cancer does to you, unfortunately. And it's just the ride I'm going to have to endure, and the journey I'm going to have to endure, and I'm going to have to go through. And you know, that's just part and parcel of having cancer. But no, I'm still smiling. I'm still on holiday despite it all. And yeah, I can't wait to spend the next 10-11 days here and explore the area, and you know, have some great food, some good times with family. So yeah, that's basically why I've turned the vlog on, like I said, to tell you all about what's been happening, because I know lots of people have been messaging me asking if I'm okay and saying they're missing the vlogs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's time to start again. I know I've only just come back from hospital, but it's time to start again, and you know, just start enjoying life again. You know, that's one chapter closed. Let's start enjoying life until the next hot obstacle comes along, and you know, I'll get over that one, and I'll keep going, and I'll keep fighting the fight for not only me but everyone else with EB. So yeah, I think we're going to go out now, so I'll try and film some bits, and we might go for a walk down the beach. I think, I know I said the weather's a bit dodgy and it has been torrential rain, but while it's off, I think we're going to go and see what the beach is like. Obviously we're not going to sunbathe on the beach. It's not that type of weather, but we're going to just have a walk around because there's a few nice bars there and restaurants, and yeah, so we're going to go for an explore. So see you in a bit. spicy.
You're the matador now, aren't you?
Ole, ole.
Ole, 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 ole.
Keep it down. All up the dinner.
Oh, where's Tommy gone? There he is. Where's Tommy gone? There he is. Where's Tommy gone? There?
Oh, it tastes nice. Tommy?
No.
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 I couldn't live with you. Tommy?
Okay, put your arm around them and grab your arm.
What on?
Hello. Well, you're only one. Look at his ass.
Tommy?
See if he...
Tommy?
Look at his hair.
Oh, look at that hair. What's it?